Quilts, coming to you from my quilting studio. I just finished quilting this Lotus panel. I was going to hang it up so you could see it from a distance. Let me get over here on my board and get this hung up. Ugh. Short people problems. Okay. I'll get you zoomed in. Look how gorgeous that turned out. This is one I just did quilting on. And so what I'm going to do is turn this into a bag. Okay, and so what I decided to do with my panel is I'm going to cut the sides of my bag out of my tote out of this. Of course, this is directional, and I won't be able to fold it. So I'm going to have to cut and turn the pieces and see how close I can get. And then the edges, the bottom, and where the zipper is, I was going to use this. I think this part would look really good used as this. And then I have plenty of backing here that I can use for my binding that goes around and for my handles. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do my handles yet, but I got a piece of paper and I drew everything out because I'm not going by pattern. I'm going by whatever it is I think that I can do. And so I just kind of measured everything else. I'm editing this because I don't want to completely copy, and so I like to do that. Sometimes I'll see things I really like and I'll just apply my own twist to it and make it my very own. And so that's what I'm going to be working on, and I will show you my cutouts. Okay, here's a close-up look at the panel after it's been quilted. The top thread is Superior Threads Omni, and then the back is Superior Threads Bottom Line in Peach, and it really turned out great. I just love how these fabrics coordinate. Now I got to figure out how to get it together as a bag. I'm going to first start by trimming off the border around my panel so that I can use those for my strips. Now that I have my sides cut out, I'm left with the center panel, and I'm just laying it out, measuring it, looking at it, wondering what my measurements are so that I can cut it because it is directional and I want both pieces facing up, one on one side, one on the other. So I'm just kind of flipping it around, trying to figure out what I want to do here for just a minute. Okay, so now I think I have it figured out, and I see exactly where I want to cut it so that I can get it in half, 2 even pieces. And so I decided just to kind of cut right here, right at this lotus flower. And it'll also give me kind of more sky on one side of the bag and the water lily pads and stuff like that on the other side. So that's what I finally decided to do. Okay, so here we go. Sometimes when I start to cut something like this, I get a little nervous because it's the point of no return. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this in half and get 2 beautiful pieces. Okay, so look how this turned out. Isn't this gorgeous? Even though you've cut across part of the pattern, it's going to look great when I finally get this bag put together. So I'm just going to set these aside and kind of start working on my other pieces, trying to decide what I want my width to be. It's just a little too wide, but I'm going to shorten it just a little bit, and I'm going to go from there. Well, I did it, I shortened it, and that means I'm going to have to shorten the other panel because I really didn't want it any wider than about 15, 16 inches. Otherwise it becomes luggage and not a tote. And look at this little piece I have set off to the side. I'm wondering what I could do with that. Maybe it's going to be a pocket. I'm not real sure yet, but what I do know is I need to cut the other piece the same size. And so that's what I'm going to start doing now. Okay, so look at these cute little pieces I cut off. That's the thing I like about winging it, is I have leftover pieces and I think to myself, ooh, what could this be? So what I envision for this is a pocket, inside, outside. I'm not real sure yet. I do know I want one on the inside. It's on the outside. I'm not sure yet, but I have these beautiful pieces and I'm going to save these and put these to the side. And I probably will just go ahead here while I'm at it and cut them in half so that they're a decent sized pocket, not this big long piece. Okay, so now I have all of my panel pieces and I'm laying my strips out, seeing how long they are. I know one of these is going to be a zipper strip. A couple of these I'll sew together so I can make enough length for the side strip and the bottom and up the other side. And then I got to figure out, do I want my binding to show on the outside or on the inside? And I'm pretty sure I want my binding to show on the outside, kind of like my inspiration bag. And so now I'm just kind of organizing my pieces, and I'm going to take a break and think about it and decide what it is that I actually want to do. And I'm also determining what kind of binding I want. I'm not sure I want it to look exactly like the bag. I'm thinking I have some scraps with contrasting fabric. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel today. Please subscribe for more videos like this as I try to create things from panels and other fabrics that I get. Please subscribe, share, and like.